G'day everybody, welcome back to The Altars. Hope you guys are doing well. Blue here. In the previous episode, only 3 episodes in, and we've already had our quote-unquote first death. Well, we didn't exactly die, did we? We did faint because of the radiation, and now both the technician Yan and ourselves are irradiated, so we're gonna need to do something about that. And I also want to, well, get some more altars, really, because we need a little bit of help around this place. So why don't we maybe start with that first? Go to the womb and figure out what we need to do. Actually, one second. Let's just take a look at tasks. So, find a way out, develop a new plan. The base is stuck. I have to get it moving again. And then there's this, the strange phenomena that we saw out there. And you know what? I'm gonna primarily blame this. Sure, I was a little bit too far away from the base and got a little bit too comfortable, but we did take our sweet time trying to get around some of these weird-looking anomalies out there, right? So, apparently we've got a mysterious device which we do need to show to the technician. An electronic device from a cargo drop container, yeah, that's right. Which looks like broken or something, so we'll need to see what we can do about that. Alright, so the game doesn't exactly give you too many hints about how to progress. I suppose we're supposed to figure things out. One hint, though, is to find an altar who might know something about anomalies. So let's perhaps maybe go... Actually, we need to go to the quantum computer first, don't we? So maybe that's the first order of things. So quantum computer, let's have a quick look and let's try and figure out what kind of jobs we have available to us. So we've got a doctor, someone who can heal altars 8 times faster at the infirmary, cooks food faster as well. I like the idea about being able to make food faster. And I don't know if they can perhaps maybe make food with better quality. Do like higher quality bits of food take longer to make? Perhaps. Let's see, who else do we have? A miner. So, plus 50% efficiency when mining metals. That might be good, considering how much metal we saw out there. A guard disciplines altars in the contemplation room. What the hell? I suppose maybe things can get a little bit heated around here. Botanist. Plus 100% efficiency when growing crops in the greenhouse. Yeah, I did see the greenhouse being available to construct. Can research new technologies. 50% efficiency when refining enriched metals into metals and organics. And that leads to... I think this is what it leads to. There's a mention here about the contemplation room as well with the shrink. I don't think there's anything that gives us a hint of which altar might have an understanding of anomalies. But perhaps maybe someone with, healing abilities might have some kind of thought about what we've encountered out there. Whether or not it's just a mental thing or something more. And perhaps maybe being able to speak to a shrink about it might also help, right? So, yeah, let's maybe do the doctor first. So, the branching path is at 15 years old. Without thinking, another shitty day at school, you're taking the longer route home. Hey, what's that fight about? The girl shouts for help. She's looking straight at you. You should intervene. Instinctively, without thinking, you lunge forward. They take her wallet and start running. Before you know it, you're chasing them. Yep. Let's, no! I need qubit level 3 to get the doctor. Okay, I see what the qubit levels are for now. Okay, so... well... back to the drawing board then. So... what about the miner? Yeah, we can. We can get the miner. That might not be a bad thing to do. What about the scientist? Research new technologies. I like the idea of being able to research stuff. Or the botanist. Then make use of a greenhouse. So... the earlier it is in the timeline, the more qubit levels you need. Is that... am I reading that correctly? We need a 3 for the guard as well. Right, oh, this is a big choice we're gonna have to make. Either we get better food by getting a botanist, or we get more tech using the scientist. Or we could go for the miner. I think maybe we do need a lot more resources. So we could do with the miner. And perhaps maybe the next one can be the scientist. Let's do that. Alterate. Actually, I should have had a read of the branching pathway, but anyway. We'll come back to it. Okay, so do I just need to go to the womb, perhaps? Yeah, a whole new life path here. Definitely a lot of reading ahead of us, but I'll come back to the reading a little bit later. Ending up in the mine. Hard to believe you agreed. Ending up in the mine, like Dad. I'm pretty sure he was behind that offer, but what could you do? Mum's medical bills are piling up. Besides, you're never going to be like him. Or so we think, but who knows? Who knows what's happened after that? Let's exit, let's go to the room, and let's see if we can create our miner. And I think the other Yan wants to speak to us as well. Okay, we've got to wait 7 hours. Okay, that's a long wait. You look hurt. What happened?
You look hurt. What happened? Are you blind? I got too much radiation exposure. I feel awful.
We have to improve our protection.
We have to come up with a better radiation protection in the future. Yeah. Make it our top priority, alright? For now, just remember to keep the radiation barrier on, okay? Radiation filters will speed up my recovery. At least when I'm inside.
Yeah, that's right. We do need to, like, pop another filter in there. I haven't been doing that. I built a dormitory.
Hey, I built that dormitory you asked for. Hallelujah. I hope you sleep well tonight. I'll sleep like a full-fledged member of an advanced civilization. Sweet dreams, then.
I have bad news about our way around.
Okay, I went beyond the rocks. It doesn't look good. The lava river is vast as hell. I'll be straight with you. There's no way around it. Holy shit. What now?
I wonder if these are decisions with impact. We should find a way across.
I guess we need to get across somehow. Any ideas up your smart-ass sleeve? So now I'm smart, huh? Well, actually, I do have an idea. We could build a research lab and see if we can come up with anything useful there. Okay, let's give it a go.
Research lab. Nice. I found a curious device out there.
Look what I found. Any idea what it could be? Let's see. It looks like a qubit chip. Qubit chip? Yeah. Like an enhanced storage for quantum computing operations. It could be useful for increasing the efficiency of our QC unit. Not to mention accessing new tech in the research lab.
Right, okay. So we have to find those out in the world, and the more you have, the, I guess, higher level of qubit you have, you'll be able to then get better alters. Well, not exactly better, but different alters. And different tech, I suppose? It looks broken.
It looks broken. Perceptive. A little love in the workshop should get it up and running. Gotcha. Thanks.
So there's this lava lamp. I don't know if I should give it to him or hang on to it and perhaps maybe give it to someone else. So let's hang on to it for a little bit. And when we were struggling to get back home, did we have a call that we were trying to get to? I'm just trying to remember. No, we need the comms room. There we go. Can we make outgoing calls? I guess not. Alright. All good. Well, we do need the workshop. So a couple of things here. We do need the drill cartridge, so let's definitely get one of those. The qubit chip. So this is just a repair of the qubit chip, I assume? I wonder what that sort of chip-looking thing... I guess maybe it's the fact that we need to have a qubit chip to begin with, and then we need some minerals, which we don't really have. So I'll remove that for the time being. We may need to mine for minerals in that case. Oh, hang on. No, we do have 20 minerals, so yeah, we should be able to make this. And anything else I need? Probably a radiation filter. Just for good measure. And yeah, I suppose I'm the only one who can actually work on that. Before I do that, I kind of want to get this filter in so we can reduce our radiation. Because then, yeah, we won't actually be able to do too much out there if we have too much radiation. Okay, we do need to build a research lab as well, so I think I'll get to that immediately. Okay. It only needs 4 slots, so I'm thinking research can go next to the command center. Yeah, makes a bit of sense in my mind. And research a solution for crossing the lava river. Let's take a look. Cheaper batteries. With a cheaper battery upgrade, crafting a suit battery requires 50% less organics. I don't know if that's actually a problem at the moment. Mission related. Crossing the lava river. Look into possible ways of getting the base to the other side of the lava river. Yeah. Estimated time, 10 minutes. Well, I guess that's more like 10 hours. So, do I need to sit here and research the stuff, or... No, research is complicated and requires proper education. You need a scientist to be able to use the research lab, okay? Okay. Alright. Well... That means... we need to make another altar then. Let's check out the womb. 81%. Okay, we've gotta wait a little bit more. Food is getting a little low. So it might not be a bad idea to continue making a little bit more food. Plus, I think we're going to be consuming a hell of a lot more. New altar is ready. That's good. So let's wake them up. Hey there.
Hey, man. You alright? Alright? Hell no. Feel like I'm fucking dying. Oh, shit. That's it then. I'm dead already.
Not yet, brother. Not yet.
Not yet, brother, not yet. Damn it. Yet another disappointment. You're on strong sedatives. Mm-hmm. This is one strange dream. Why don't we give you a mental checkup first, okay? Yeah. That's what they always say before they break the bad news to you. Shoot. What's your name? My name is Jan Dolsky. But I'm seeing fucking double. You should worry about that. We'll get there. Just fill me in on your role on this mission. Well, I used to be a miner, but then I lost my hand in an accident. Hey, wait a minute. What the fuck is this? My fucking arm. It's there again. Okay, I'm done with your little survey. Tell me what's going on. What have you done to my body?
Okay, interesting. So, I do want to go back and read his life story then, because he thinks that he's missing an arm. So, something must have happened. And, you know, whatever this tech is, obviously it takes all of your memories, but then puts it into a whole body, right? So, it's not like you'll be grown with, you know, whatever sort of ailments and defects that you might have, you know, while you were living your life. Well, we don't even know if the life was lived, to be honest, but... I fixed it for you. Or, I don't know what's a good response. We didn't exactly fix it for him. And is it his body? I guess maybe it is. Maybe it is his body. I'll go with the first one. I fixed it for you.
I fixed it for you. Who the hell are you? I'm Jan Dolsky. I got stranded on a desolate planet where I found rupidium, so I used it to make you my copy. What the fuck did you drug me with, man? Oh, this is insane. What a trip. It's not a trip. It's reality. Your new reality. Oh, yeah? Well, in that case, Mr. Dolsky, would you be kind enough to tell me why your body's so damn intact? Because if you really are who you claim to be, both of us should be short an arm.
That's smart. We're not exact copies.
That's smart. We're not exact copies. We only share the same DNA. Our minds and memories are different. Okay. I knew it was a fucking mistake the moment I signed up for this goddamn mission. Oh, man. You want to know what's most cruel about what you did?
I don't know. Tell me.
I don't know. Tell me. Keeping all that shit I went through in my head. Now that, my brother, is cruelty. Look, you obviously had a complicated life, so why don't we try to look ahead now? To what?
Whatever this journey brings.
To whatever this journey brings for us. Oh, no, thanks, man. I've had my share of surprises. In that case, why don't you just kick back and take some time to get used to your new self? Go through the mission logs. They should clear a lot of things up for you. Okay.
Okay. Are we saying that he's not even gonna be useful until a few days or something? Alright. And I wonder how all of the different Yans interact when they sort of come together. Like, do they even come together and sort of interact? I'm not sure. Let's see. Research a solution for crossing the lava river. Yep, we need the scientist, right? So, let's go back to the quantum computer and, well, let's get the scientist. I know there's a lot of reading. Qubit upgrade available. Level 2 upgrade. So, we haven't exactly seen any other options here, but perhaps maybe some of the level 2 altars are locked behind some of these other ones. So, yeah. I was thinking about getting the doctor, but I think we're forced to get the scientist at this point. At 26 years old, the path of science. Maybe it wasn't the most profitable decision, but Lena supports it. She said she loves our camping getaways, and the way she listened to you when you told her your plans for your PhD project motivates you like hell. You said you can't pursue the path of science and be rich. Or, sorry, who said you can't pursue a path of science and be rich? Alterates. I mean, we've got the rupidium for it, right? So, we may as well. And I did say in the previous episode that I don't really want to be giving these guys the rupidium. Bloody hell, man. They're barely helping us out here, stranded on some godforsaken planet. I'm gonna use up all of the rupidium, or at least as much of it as possible, just to spite them. Okay, so we're probably going to have to wait a little bit more before going back to the room. Let's just take a look here. Yeah, so we're at 2%. Radiation levels are going down. That's good. But I suppose it might not be a bad idea to start thinking about maybe an infirmary. So, hang on. The dormitory. It does house 4 people, so I don't really need to make another one for the amount of altars that we have. So that's good. Infirmary. We need more minerals for this, though. Place where up to 2 injured or irradiated crew members can be treated. A pharmacy dispenser takes care of the physical needs of the patients. Right. Do we even have time to go out? I think we do. Yes, radiation's going to come in. As long as we're careful about it, I think we'll be able to come back safely. Yeah, so what I want to get to is the metal deposit, and I want to set up another outpost out there. Are we getting any metals at the moment? I think the technician Yan is actually working on getting more metals, right? So, wait a sec. Are we getting metals in regularly? I don't see things coming in. I know there's a call there, but I might do that when I get back. 1 second here. I do want perhaps maybe one more cartridge.
Am I needed there?
Organics outpost. Yeah, sure. I mean, I'm still not entirely sure how to best assign people to different jobs. Assignments, here we go. Yeah. Alright. So the miner Yan is now at the organics outpost. The technician should obviously be Yan the technician, but there's no repairs that are needed. So perhaps maybe we can assign him there in the kitchen. But we don't have anything queued. Okay, I see what's going on. So basically, you need to queue stuff up and then... Oh, okay, looks like they're...
I'm also Yan, obviously. This will never not be weird. Anyway, make yourself at home.
Okay. Oh, okay, and they have joy because they're just interacting with each other. Oh, that's cool. Alright, I'm getting super distracted here. Is it wise to go out there? I don't know, maybe today's a wash. So I don't want to be radiated again. Let's do the call, and then I think I'll have a rest. Oh, this is probably Lucas's boss, Maxwell.
Hello? Jan Dolsky. Finally. I've been impatient to meet you.
Yeah, sure. You that big fish Lucas was mumbling about?
Terrence Maxwell. But yes, I am both his and your superior at mining operations. First of all, my heartfelt condolences. Losing the whole crew must have been hard on you.
We don't really know anything about the crew, but Assuming we did know something about them, then I'll go with the second response. Yeah. I still can't get over it.
Yeah. I still can't get over it.
Their families have been informed. They're grief-stricken, as you can imagine. But the deaths of their loved ones will go down in history as part of a pioneering discovery. Your discovery.
So, do people know I found Rupidium?
We're keeping the news within a very limited circle. It's only wise for the time being.
People have the right to know.
Limited circle, huh? Bullshit. The public has a right to know about such things.
I like your passion, Jan. You're an honest man. But you're under enough pressure already. We don't need the media to go berserk or the stock market to overreact. We don't need chaos down here while all our efforts should concentrate on supporting you up there. Your task is difficult enough, and failure is not an option.
That's why you had me create my altars? You'd rather let me lose my mind than lose the Rupidium?
It was a long shot, I admit. But we were saving both. Rupidium and you, Jan. Do you think it was a mistake?
I have mixed feelings.
I have mixed feelings. Sure, it's better to be alive, but I feel like a line's been crossed.
You certainly have a chance to experience something extraordinary. Many people would envy you.
Let's just get one thing straight, Maxwell. I know you expect things of me, but I'm no hero.
Ah, heroism. Are you familiar with the works of Albert Camus?
Albert who?
Albert who?
A great writer and philosopher. Camus believed heroism was easy, accessible. For him, it was living a normal man's life that was a true challenge. Being decent. Doing the right thing. You are the first person to prove that we can actually excavate Rupidium in quantities that can really make a difference. A dream the biggest corporations have been chasing for over a decade now. Constantly failing. You say you're not a hero? Well, maybe I don't need you to be one. Maybe you should just carry on being a decent man, Jan Dulski.
Are you buttering me up for something?
Okay, you're buttering me up for something big here. Let's cut to the chase.
Hard-headed. I like that. You've probably noticed how different Rupidium looks in reality than on the training materials they showed you.
Why is that?
It changes form constantly. Its chemical structure is so volatile that it is almost impossible to capture two particles in the same state. A fleeting substance. Spectacular. But also very unstable.
Then how come it works?
How come it works then?
Not enough tests were run to explain that. The only sample ever found in space was researched inside a mobile base like your own, but it never made it back to Earth. It lasted long enough to demonstrate its amazing qualities, only to disintegrate somewhere between the Copernicus and the Hyades cluster.
You're afraid it might not withstand the journey?
So, you're afraid the Rupidium I found might not withstand the journey?
I know it won't. That's why we came up with a special container for it. An Ark.
You mean like a box?
A hermetic module dedicated specifically to storing and transporting Rupidium. We have blueprints for it. Lucas should send the necessary data over to you by the time we finish talking. Constructing a Rapidium Arc should be your primary focus now.
I don't have time to do that.
Listen, you're very convincing, but I'm afraid I just won't have the time to do it. I need to find a way forward before the sun comes up.
You're losing faith easily. Look how far you've come. You survived the landing. You found Rapidium. Then you branched yourself and managed to get the base moving. Would you really be happy with yourself if it all went to waste?
Waste? Wow. Is that what you consider saving my life?
Your life, my life. Let's face it, all it is a predetermined string of events, distorted with myriads of random, meaningless decisions. We spend centuries looking for some kind of sense in it, some kind of meaningful pattern or recipe. Still, no satisfactory answer comes. Until, once in hundreds, maybe thousands of years, a chance appears to make a leap in our understanding of reality.
Whew. What can I say?
I don't know. But whatever you make of it, let me bare my soul to you. I think these are rare moments that matter. So, enough talking. Lucas said you had questions. Is there anything you'd like to ask me?
The landing.
Do you know what happened to my crew?
Lucas showed me the records. I have a theory, but it's more of a hunch. I don't have any hard proof to support it.
What is it?
Well, I think it might have been the quantum processing unit that killed them.
What? But that's... No, that's crazy.
Do you read detective stories, Jan? The culprit always needs to have two things. A motive and a means. Well, it certainly had a means to do it.
But why?
Like I said, it's just a hunch. I'm afraid I won't have much more time for now, Jan. Do you have any other questions?
Are we saying that on board we've got a potentially rogue AI that is trying to kill us? Or perhaps maybe it's trying to conduct an experiment on us, or use us as a guinea pig for the branching process, maybe. Tell me more about the altars.
What will happen to my altars when we get back?
I don't know. Yet. I don't need to tell you this is unprecedented. There are no good practices here, but I know one thing. You can trust me and Lucas completely.
Yeah, no, I don't.
But if anyone else contacts you, it's absolutely vital you don't tell them anything about the existence of the altars.
What? Why?
You know very well why, Jan. The law has been violated.
I thought Lucas said the branching was authorized.
You haven't been listening. There are no procedures for this sort of situation. There is no one who can officially authorize such an act. At the end of the day, it was your decision to branch yourself. It will be in your best interest to keep that in mind when considering the consequences.
I don't like the sound of this.
And we will come back to it later, I'm sure. Right now, I'll have to leave you shortly. Is there anything else?
So, with our conversations with Lena, maybe we might have a choice about whether or not we talk about the altars or not. That might lead to certain consequences down the line. What about the branching?
The branching procedure. There's a story there. Tell me.
It is something that has been tested long ago within Ally Corp. But for completely different reasons and, as you can imagine, in a much more rudimentary fashion.
Altering mind records? For whom?
I'm sorry, Jan. It's highly classified and I already told you too much. I think you deserve answers, but regarding this matter, like I said, things were tested, just for a while. Not much came of it. Now, I'd love to keep on chatting, but I really will need to be ending this call soon. Do you have any more questions?
Nah, I'm good.
No. I'm good.
Rapidium Arc, Jan. That's what you should focus on right now. Your secret is safe with me and Lucas. Once you come back with a remedy for Earth's ailments, nobody will think of punishing you for how you got it. Remember, just do the right thing. Now, I really have to go, but it was a pleasure talking to you, and we will talk more, I promise. Until then.
Yeah, screw this arc. Research a solution for crossing the lava river. That's my priority. The Rapidium arc can wait. And then something about anomalies, which we'll need to try and work on. Okay, so do we go out or not? I suppose we can. And I'm just trying to decide which way would be the best. I think what's limiting us at the moment is the minerals deposit, right? There's a whole bunch of anomalies out there, which we need to be careful about, but the main issue is actually getting close to the bloody thing, so I'm gonna see if there's a way for us to try and get there easily. I suppose maybe we do still need to go all the way around that way. Then we need to try and get rid of this blockade here as well. And then obviously getting more Rapidium is also important. A lot of different priorities here. Let's go. So I know there's like 30 seconds remaining here.
These loose rocks look like they might be passable. Maybe I had a tool to drill through.
Okay. And I think we should be good working on the next one as well. And we can take a little bit of radiation, but not for too long. I think this is the one. There's another way up this way to go around, but that's probably not ideal. Okay, time to head back. I'll grab that. Plus, we don't have another cartridge anyway, so... Right. So, radiation is definitely a problem, isn't it? So, what I might do is... we'll auto-load this filter here for tomorrow. And I'm just gonna see if I can also queue up a few things here. So I think we can go with another couple of filters. I'm just looking at our metals here, but do we want another drill cartridge? I'm just trying to be efficient here, but if we don't end up using the drill cartridge here, we'll have a drill cartridge to use in the next area anyway, so it's not going to be too bad to do that. And we can now assign Yan to the workshop. So they're both off shift. I don't know if he ended up finishing making all of the food in the kitchen, but we can put him on the workshop initially. I think we're done for the day, so let's have a sleep. I do see a text icon for the technician, so I'm wondering whether or not he actually wants to speak to us. Where's the dormitory again? Oh, it's at the very top.
Can't sleep because of all that shit.
Maybe the lava lamp is something that we can only give to him. But if we can find the miner... Okay, we can't seem to interact with him. Maybe we only have the option to give this to the technician in that case, so why not? Let's give it to him. See what he says about it.
Hey, I found this. I brought it on this mission, but thought that maybe it could mean something to you too. My lava lamp? You kept it? Sure. It's one of a few cool keepsakes from our childhood. Yeah. Mom and I like to sit by it in the evening, talking and joking. It reminds me of that period when life was challenging, but also really fucking great.
Nice, that was really good. Alright, we're exhausted though, so we better make our way and have a sleep. Alright. Is our new altar ready? I think it is, so let me make my way there. I keep getting lost in my own base, guys.
Hey, how are you feeling? Well, I'll be damned. You okay? Surprisingly okay. Especially considering what I'm seeing. Very clearly. Good. Do you, remember your name? Of course. But... I think you know perfectly well who I am. So let's not waste time. Just tell me, how much did you find? What? How much rupidium is there?
Did we get a breakthrough?
That's not the most important thing.
That's not the most important thing at the moment. Except for the fact it's the primary goal of the mission. Yes, but... Hey, wait. How do you know I found any rupidium at all? Well... Isn't it obvious? I wake up seeing someone who looks and sounds like me, which has to mean we share the same DNA. Then there's the glasses. What about them? They're fake. Probably just manufactured to make me feel more like myself, but completely unnecessary otherwise, because here I am with perfectly good eyesight in the womb module, which can only lead to one conclusion: that my body was created to replicate someone who doesn't wear glasses. You. And to do that, of course, you would need to have found rupidium. Besides, I can see no other explanation for a sheep inside a space base. Correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah, well, you're right. It's impressive.
Wow, you're right. It's impressive. I did create you out of my DNA. We're not identical, of course. I can see you're not as quick to process information. And that's the interesting part. Yeah. Our bodies are the same, but our minds are not. I needed a scientist on board. But there's always a scientist on board. So, what went wrong? The old crew is gone. They're all dead. That's why I needed to alter myself into different versions. With the use of the quantum computer on board and something called mind records. Oh, I see. A recalculated mind based on an infinite amount of variables to contain the desired consciousness in a biological vessel. That actually sounds plausible. So, what do you need from me now?
Well, get some rest first.
Why don't you rest a little? Get accustomed to the new reality? Which part of what I just said makes you think I'm not ready to start immediately? Well, in that case, your situation must be critical considering the lengths you went to. Something tells me there's no time to lose. You're right. Why don't you start with going through the mission logs? I need to get the full picture first. My thoughts exactly. Good. This might work.
Okay. I'm not entirely sure about the scientist guy, whether or not I like him. So I guess he's, again, maybe taking a bit of a rest first before doing anything. Can we immediately assign him, though? It doesn't look like it. Research lab. Oh, no, we can. Assign the altar. And I think we've already got a task for him, right? So... good. And the... technician, he's off shift at the moment. I wonder if that means he just simply doesn't have anything to work on. Did we make everything? No. Things are still in here. So what's going on? Why aren't people at their stations? Unless they just simply haven't started working yet. Everyone seems to want to speak to us. Well, at least the miner does as well. Anyway, I do want to, once again, make our way out and see if we can get to the minerals. I sort of need to be able to clear the rock blockade here, though, so... I really, really need the drill cartridge. Let's do radiation filters after that. So let me just do this. Good, alright. So at least we have that. And so if we go out there and just work our way around the anomalies, come back here, we'll be able to clear it. And I assume... I'm just making some very broad assumptions here, but we might be able to connect these pylons to like another sort of line of pylons maybe, and they might all deliver materials together. I could be wrong, but it's worth a try, because otherwise I'm gonna have to build a whole bunch more pylons, which would be a little bit frustrating. And I think as soon as we get this mining outpost up and running, probably gonna move the miner there. I think it makes sense to do that. Okay, anomalies. Just be a little bit careful. Yeah, so if we follow this path all the way down, this way, yeah, we should be able to unblock it. Perfect. Enough storage space. Okay. Are we able to go around here? We might be able to, although I don't know if that's the priority right now. I think it's probably better to try and get minerals in. So I think this is the area, right? So we do want to start scanning. With the anomalies around, unfortunately. Give it a try. Okay. It's in this general direction. I don't know if it could be above us, but let's try scanning through here. Okay, maybe we do need to climb up. Alright, I don't really have a lot of more energy, unfortunately, but I think we should be able to get a recharge off from the outpost. There we go. Alright. So we should be able to place the outpost now. Let's do that. And we just need more pylons. I think we should be able to place down 4 more. Try to be as efficient as we can. That looks good. Nice. And we do have a connection here from both sides. That's brilliant.
Should I take care of this now?
Yes, he wants to work in the kitchen. That sounds like a good idea. And Miner Yan should now go to the other minerals outpost. Or, sorry, the minerals outpost, rather. So... Miner Yan. Yep. Good. Organics outpost? I mean... we do have a lot of organics currently. I suppose I could continue working on all of that if I really wanted to. We've still got quite a bit of time. But what I want to do is I do want to play around with recharging here. Yeah, okay. Time does move a little bit faster there while we're recharging. Gotta be careful about that. Just a little bit more. And I suppose we don't really need to load up on too many more organics. It's probably a better idea to see if we can maximize minerals intake. Just trying to see if there's any loose minerals that we can just simply take. I think I saw a little bit before. Okay. Not entirely sure if that was worthwhile, but... I wonder if the scientist, Yan, might know a thing or two about these anomalies. Can I get close enough to this? Yes, I can. Alright, good. Okay, I'm glad that we've secured this, but at the same time, I'm now worried about how much metal we have, and I feel like getting another outpost to try and get some metals would be a good idea. So, one thing that I wish we could do, even out and about, is to queue up production. Oh, hang on, maybe I can. Maybe I can do that. So if we do a mining outpost, that'll consume another 30 metals. The pylon components, though, that will require another 30. I don't know if we'll be able to get everything going. We might have to move certain things around, but I don't exactly have the ability to remove any of these pylons to repurpose them in this area. And there's the enriched metals deposit. I don't know how to get to that. Can we access the shallow minerals over here? That's also another question. I'm gonna see if I can make my way through these anomalies, just to see what's on the other side. Even more anomalies, apparently. Ooh, that was very close. I guess as long as you don't touch them, you should be okay. Ah, yes. Okay. I definitely needed that. You can recharge your suit by choosing suit battery in Q, and also charging stations near mining outposts, travel pylons, and base entrances. People Who Always Finish Your Sentences by Chris and Jack. Two pals keep finishing each other's sentences, but can they ever stop? Some kind of CD
Awesome.
or...
Another movie.
Okay, DVD. I mean, well, it looks like it could be a DVD, but maybe it's maybe better tech than that. Oh, there's just so much going on out here. Maybe it's not such a good idea because we're already getting tired. And radiation's coming in as well. I think it's home time. So, I'm thinking we don't exactly have to walk next to these things. The walking just helps us navigate it a little bit better and not accidentally bump into it. That's my thought. So, maybe I don't need to be too timid. Okay, just in time. So, we do have a little bit of time to work with here. Everyone's sort of off, so I can't really rely on anyone to keep working or anything like that. I may as well do some of this work myself, at least for a little bit. Get that mining outpost done, at least halfway. And I think I'll do some pylon components as well. I think it is time for bed. Alright, overall, pretty productive. Happy that we've got 2 more alters to work with. I really need to have a look at their life stories though, so that's something that I haven't exactly been able to do in this episode. So when we come back in the next one, I'll probably start in the QC, just having a look at people's stories. Maybe at least the miner's story to begin with, and we can come back to the scientist. Both of them seem to want to speak to us as well, so we better check in with them. And yeah, we should continue placing down some more outposts and seeing if we can connect those outposts to the base. Try and get as much of these resources as possible. Then there's the rupidium. I sort of need to get to that. We've got plenty of organics currently. Maybe we can shift things around and work on rupidium instead. Who knows? Anyway, guys, signing out here. Hope you're enjoying things. Drop me a like or a dislike or some comments down below. Stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.